Pisces are opposite signs, and today I'm going to tell you the main differences between Virgo and Pisces. When it comes to opposite sign astrology, it's always important to bear in mind that whatever the mode is of a specific sign, its opposite sign will have the exact same mode. So this means, for example, Aries and Libra are opposite signs, and both Aries and Libra are cardinal signs. Taurus and Scorpio are opposite signs, and Taurus and Scorpio are both fixed signs. Virgo and Pisces are opposite signs, and Virgo and Pisces are both mutable signs. Belonging to the mutable quality, this means that both Virgo and Pisces are highly adaptable people. One thing that they do have in common is their ability to adapt and adjust to different situations. However, the difference is how they adapt and adjust to these different situations. Virgo is an earth sign and Pisces is a water sign. Opposite element of earth is water, just like the opposite element of fire is air. If you look at the opposite signs in the zodiac, all the fire signs' opposite sign is an air sign. All the earth signs' opposite sign is a water sign. Because Virgo is an earth sign, the way Virgo adapts and adjusts to things is through creating structure and stability around them. Because Pisces is a water sign, the way Pisces adapts to these changes is through tuning into their emotions and going with what their emotions is telling them to do. The main difference between Virgo and Pisces is because Virgo is an earth sign, Virgo will look for the practical and logical way to proceed. Because Pisces is a water sign, Pisces does not necessarily look for the most practical and logical way to proceed, but they go with what feels right to them. So firstly, Virgos use logic when dealing with situations in life. Virgos love to fact check things. Virgos do not easily believe anything, and they're not easily swayed into believing anything. Virgo rarely takes anything at face value. When you tell them something, they will go and find out for themselves whether what you told them is true. Pisces, on the other hand, do not always look for facts. They do not think of the logical answer or the logical solution. Pisces is highly trusting, and because they use their emotions to guide them through life, when they feel that something is right, they will believe it's right. When they feel that something is true, they will believe it's true. They do not have to go and research whether it's true. They do not have to go and figure out whether it's factful. Because Pisces kind of just prefers to go with the flow, if they feel it's better for them to believe a specific thing in a specific given moment, they will. Often, Pisces will just go with what feels right to them, whereas Virgo rarely ever does this. Virgo always has to find out what is actually right. They have to find out the logical, scientific explanation. Because Pisces also just likes to go with the flow of things and to see where life takes them, they do not always plan things thoroughly beforehand. Pisceans actually get very annoyed with an overly rigid structure, and they live their lives in such a way where they deal with each moment as it comes. Virgos, on the other hand, need a very rigid structure. They need to know what's coming next, and they need to plan their day and their life in such a way that they have control over it. Pisces, on the other hand, does not need the sense of control over what happens. Pisces are very open to different experiences. They're very open to different ways of doing things and different ways of proceeding with life. Whereas Virgo, on the other hand, gets extremely disrupted and frustrated when their specific way of doing things is messed with. The next point I'm going to make is being highly observant. Both Virgo and Pisces are also very observant, but in a completely different way. Virgo has the ability to see the minute details of physical reality. This means that in their everyday life, they're observing every little thing around them and they're making mental notes. A Virgo rarely actually overlooks anything because they are so highly observant of everything. Pisces, on the other hand, is also highly observant, but in a more intuitive way. So what I mean by this is Pisces is not necessarily paying attention to every little thing around them, to every little minute detail around them, but they're already aware of it without actually having to pay so much attention to it. Virgo is highly aware of the world around them through their consistent observation of the physical world around them. However, Pisces is aware of the world around them through their ability to intuitively sense what's actually going on. The next thing is trust. Very often, Virgos can lack trust in life. And what I mean by this is they feel that if everything is not in their hands, if they're not directly dealing with things, and if they cannot control what happens in life, good things will not come to them. Virgos believe that they have to work so incredibly hard in order to achieve success and in order to actually accomplish something in life. Whereas Pisces, on the other hand, trusts in the universe. Pisces doesn't always work as hard as Virgo and is not as obsessed with their duty as Virgo, because Pisces trusts that good things will come to them, good things will happen to them. This is one of the biggest differences between Virgo and Pisces, is how Virgo does not have as much trust and faith in the world and in the universe, whereas in contrast, Pisces does. Virgos also tend to focus on the negative and the bad in life, whereas Pisces, on the other hand, they do experience the bad things in life, but they do not focus on this. They focus on the good. You see, the main reason why they are so different is because Virgo approaches life through a highly realistic view. They do not believe in fairy tales. They do not believe in dreams and that all our dreams will come true. Virgos know that life is hard. Virgos know that life gives you hard knocks. Virgos don't believe that there are magical fairies dancing around our ankles, guiding us towards happiness and bringing good things into our lives. Virgos do not have this overly positive outlook of life. Virgos have dealt with a lot of hardships. They've been through a lot of hard knocks. And all these hardships and hard knocks kind of make them view life in a negative sense. This is why Virgos can often focus on the bad and the negative things around them. Pisces, on the other hand, lives in a dream world. Pisces believes in dreams. They believe in all kinds of possibilities. The thing is, Pisces have also been through hard knocks, just like Virgo. But because Pisces possesses a sense of imagination and a sense of trust in the universe, Pisces knows that regardless of these bad things, good things will come. Now, what makes Pisces and Virgo such an incredible combination when it comes to friendships and relationships as well as business partnerships is because both of them can make up for where the other lacks. Virgo will be able to make Pisces aware of the details that Pisces overlooks. Pisces can often struggle to have a grasp on life. They can struggle to deal with their responsibilities and to actually be responsible. Virgos can help Pisces people create a sense of structure within their lives. On the other hand, Pisces can bring a sense of positivity, spontaneity, and fun to the life of Virgo. When a Virgo meets a Pisces, they will realize that this is another soul who has been through just as many challenges and hardships as what they have been through. However, this person still has the ability to dream, still has the ability to hope and be positive. Pisces, in essence, has the ability to make Virgo dream again. Pisces has the ability to make Virgo see that there is hope again. Pisces has the ability to make a Virgo see that there is hope and that life is worth living. Because Virgos are so obsessed with their rigid structures, Pisces is one of the signs that can actually remove a Virgo from their rigid structure and just help them live within the moment. On the other hand, Virgo is one of the only signs that can actually bring Pisces back to reality. So in essence, Pisces removes Virgo from being so intertwined and obsessed with logic and reality, and Virgo helps Pisces come back into reality and not be so lost in their dream world. I want to end this video off with a little story about a friend of mine. So I'm a Virgo and my friend was a Pisces. We went hiking in the mountains and we planned to spend all day in the mountains. It was an incredibly hot day, and as we were about to leave the cabin that we were staying in, I was getting a water bottle ready to take with. In the back of my mind, I know that we're going to be hiking in the mountains. We're going to spend all day in the hot sun in the mountains, so we're likely going to need water to stay hydrated. So me being a Virgo, I'm obviously thinking this is the logical thing to do, right? My Pisces friend then says to me, "Oh no, don't worry, about bringing water, there's a waterfall. So I say to him, okay, are you sure I will have access to water because we are going to get really thirsty because it's a hot day? He said to me, yes, don't worry, there's a waterfall, there's so much water, I don't have to worry. So we end up hiking, and about an hour or two into our hike, I'm getting thirsty and we get to this waterfall. Now I do need to mention that the water was incredibly cold. The water was about 7 or 8 degrees and I didn't have a wetsuit with me. All I had was my swimsuit. Now, in order to actually get to this waterfall, you have to swim through about 300 meters of ice cold water. And the problem is the force of the waterfall is so strong because it's a big waterfall. I can't just get to the waterfall and open my mouth and hope that water is going to get into my mouth, because this waterfall is just going to push me under the water. So I asked my Pisces friend, how am I supposed to get the water from the waterfall? And he says I must go swim over to it and drink it. And then I said to him, you know, this water's 8 degrees Celsius and I don't have my wetsuit, and actually drinking from that waterfall is not physically possible. He just started laughing at me. I had to explain to him why it was not physically possible to drink from the waterfall that he had told me to drink from. I then told him to go and do it himself, and he refused. He then said no, he's not going to get in the 8 degrees water and swim 300 meters and try and drink from the waterfall. So then I said to him, why should I do it if he's not even willing to do it? So then I asked him, why did he not just let me bring my water bottle with on the hike so that we wouldn't have this problem? His answer was just simply, I don't know. I then ended up getting really angry at him, and I just ended up drinking the water that you need to swim through in order to get to the waterfall. The problem is that this particular water that you swim in is not necessarily clean for drinking. The waterfall water was clean for drinking. It gets filtered on its way to the actual waterfall point, but as soon as it hits the body of water, the water is not clean anymore. This whole situation made me realize how Pisces people do not always use logic, and they're actually not really thinking realistically at all. We did have a great day at the end, and I didn't end up getting dehydrated, although I did have a bit of an upset tummy after drinking the dirty water for a whole day. But that's okay. Had my Pisces friend just listened to me, we would have had clean water to drink. However, I'm not sure why he had this idea in the first place. So this is my video on the two opposite signs, Virgo and Pisces. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more astrology and spirituality videos. Check out the link below to my website if you're interested in browsing my services and getting a reading from me. And also check out the link to my Patreon. On my Patreon, I offer direct communication, monthly readings, horoscope readings, access to exclusive content, merchandise, and much more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.